Greetings, World of Warcraft adventurers! I'm Alexis, and welcome to another episode of Azeroth News. It's been an exciting couple of days. The War Within Alpha has been announced, and a number of streamers had the opportunity to test out the new expansion and share their experiences and takes on the new zone and features being introduced in the War Within. Here's what we know so far. We have an official preview on Warbands, one of the main features in the War Within. The new Warband system is a new way to encompass the characters on a player's Battle.net account, as well as the items, collections, and progression they share. Warbands extend to a player's characters on different realms, factions, and even to other subscriptions you may have. However, they will not extend to different regions, that is America, Europe, etc. The main aim of Warbands is to make playing multiple characters more enjoyable and making it easier to play different characters without feeling like you're falling behind. So characters will be able to share new reputations and renown tracks. The older reputations will be shared over time. Players will also be able to collect gear pieces and appearances for any character in their warband, regardless of their ability to equip the gear, as well as being able to easily store and share items between your character through the new Warbands Bank. The items will be marked as Warbound until equipped and can be sent over to Warbound characters. This will potentially allow players to play on one character while potentially gearing up other characters at the same time. Thanks to Warbands, leveling alts will become much easier. Leveling a character to level 80 will reward a 5% additional experience to the next alt you will be leveling. There are 4 other achievements within the same branch, which will likely award another 5% experience each, which will stack up to 25% total experience increased up to level 80. Reaching maximum level with 2 different classes will also award the Warbands Bank Distance Inhibitor toy, which gives players access to their Warbands Bank, allowing withdrawals and deposits for 10 minutes. The addition of Warbands is also bringing an end to the human racial diplomacy, which increased reputation gains by 10%. Blizzard stated that the beloved human racial will be reworked due to Warbands affecting alt and account progression. However, this should be replaced with a new race-specific bonus, which will be established at a later date. More on the Warbands Bank. One of the main features of the bank is the ability to store gold, enabling you to share gold between all characters on your account, even between those from opposite factions, without relying on mail. There's a total of 5 different tabs in the Warbands Bank, each tab capable of holding 98 items for a total of 490 slots. Unlocking each tab does come at a cost, starting at 1,000 gold for the first tab and a whopping 2.5 million gold for the 5th tab. Similar to a guild bank, each tab can be customizable with icons and intended contents. There will be a new tab available from your regular bank, similar to the reagent bank. This means that engineers can use chiefs and goblins can use their pack hobgoblin ratio to access the Warbands Bank. Data mining has revealed the War Within Mythic Plus dungeon rotation for Season 1, which includes 4 of the new dungeons in War Within, namely Akara City of Echoes, City of Threads, the Stone Vault, and the Dawnbreaker, as well as 4 returning dungeons, which include Mists of Tirnaskith, the Necrotic Wake, Siege of Boralos, and Grim Batal. We also have a first look at Nerub'ar Palace, the Season 1 raid being released in the War Within. This 8-boss raid will be the culmination of the storyline of the Nerubian Empire and their leader Queen Ansurak as they follow down a dark and sinister path in an evolutionary alliance with Shal Atat and the Harbinger. Speaking of the new Nerubian raid, a fun new feature which may be useful for a number of players is the Arachnophobia mode toggle. As many of you know, Arachnophobia is defined as the fear of spiders and other arachnids such as scorpions or ticks. This new quality of life feature will allow players to dynamically change spider creature models into crabs. Given that the War Within takes us deep beneath the surface of Azeroth and into conflict with the Nerubians within, players will be facing a lot of spiders. This feature will be found in the game options and will not even require a game reload to apply. Another main feature coming in War Within is delves. These are small scenarios that can be done with groups of 1 to 5 players. They can be entered at any time from the overworld. Just approach them, and as you reach the main entrance, there will be an option to enter the delve. Delves have no loading screen, just accept the prompt and you'll be right in. When inside the delve, you will have access to Bran Bronzebeard as a companion when not in a full group. You can interact with his supplies at the beginning to set things like what role you want him to be and his equipment. You can also choose to make Bran either a damage dealer or a healer, gaining more abilities the more he levels up. As you advance through the delve, you will find side objectives such as rare mobs and treasure chests that grant powers to help you through the delve, as well as herbs and mining nodes that Bran will pick up for you if you or no one else in your group can. You can also find summoning stones through the delve, which will grant you an extra checkpoint in the delve in case you wipe. At the end of the delve, you will face against the final boss, after which you will gain access to a treasure vault with piles of gold and a chest. More chests will appear on higher level delves that will require keys to unlock. The spellbook is getting a revamp in the War Within. Rather than being a separate menu, the new Spellbook UI is now a tab in the Talents and Specialization menu. The once condensed menu is now being displayed on a much larger scale to display the abilities for your character, oftentimes on a single page. The current alpha spellbook is broken down into two tabs, Class and General, similar to the current live version. The new spellbook is, however, a work in progress, and the current art and visuals are not finalized. The War Within Talent Calculator is now live on Wowhead and updated for all classes and hero talents. Players can now plan, test out, and share talent builds, including all hero specs. Some other interesting changes: a total number of 464 flying mounts will be able to dragon ride in the War Within. The new term is going to be skyriding. In-game, you will be able to toggle between skyriding and steady flying in your mount journal window. Blizzard has stated that skyriding will be available at the start in Khas Algar, and players will be able to unlock the regular style of flight at maximum level by exploring the zones in War Within and completing the campaign. Druids will also be able to use skyriding while in their druid form and switch between skywriting and steady flight in the same way they would for mounts. We also have a sneak peek at the new Earthen allied race racial abilities. There is the Azure Surge, which is on a 2-minute cooldown, Ingest Minerals, which grants the ability to ingest minerals rather than food, Hyperproductive, increasing the chance of gathering additional materials, Titan Rod Frame, which increases the base armor from equipped items, and Wide-Eyed Wonder, which can grant additional exploration experience. There's also a new charger mount that can be unlocked by Earthen Paladins. Players that wish to sign up for the War Within beta are now able to sign up. However, if you purchase the War Within Epic Edition, you will have a guaranteed beta access automatically. Once War Within is out, leveling a character to level 70 will be easier than ever. Similar to Dragonflight, Blizzard is reducing the experience required to reach the entry points of the expansion, that is level 70, needing only about 45% of the total experience required to reach 70 than you currently require in Dragonflight, with the biggest cuts in the level 60 to 70 bracket. Something else to look forward to in the War Within: during a group interview with content creators in London, game director Ian confirmed that Blizzard plans to allow Dracthyr to roll other classes besides Evoker in the War Within. This will not be a launch feature, but there are hopes that this will be added early on in the expansion. And that's it for this week's special news update for War Within. Be sure to give this channel a subscribe to continue receiving updates. I'm Alexis for Azeroth News. Farewell, and may your battles be victorious.